Greetings, metalheads. Welcome to the Friday 13th YouTube channel. Today I've got a fantastic interview for you to check out. This is with Niklas from the band Dream Evil. Now, Dream Evil are about to release their new album on Century Media called Metal Gods. Please check out the interview and share on Facebook, please, and social media sites. I'd like to thank Niklas for doing this interview. Stay metal, metalheads. More interviews coming soon. Okay, then, so I'm going to ask you so welcome to Friday 13th, Niklas. This is talking to Niklas from Dream Evil. So my first question for you, Niklas, is, as a musician growing up, was vocals your first instrument, or did you learn to play something beforehand?
It was vocals and the guitar.
Right, okay. So what came first? What came first?
I think the vocals were first, of course, because I didn't know how to play the guitar. But I was like 5 years old when I started to play guitar and singing. So
who inspired you as a vocalist?
From the beginning, Elvis Presley.
Why Elvis?
I don't know. My father bought all his records to me when I give me in birthday presents every year. So that's why. But I only like the rocky ones.
Right. Okay. Like Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about guitars? I mean, how did you get to play guitar? Was anybody in your family a musician?
No. Yeah. My dad was playing the trumpet, and he had an acoustic guitar, and he played some on it. But I borrowed his guitar when I started playing. But I'm self-learned, so to say.
So do you play, what guitars do you have now? What do you play? What guitars?
Oh, Jesus. I got like 5 electric guitars, 4 acoustic guitars. But I'm quite crappy to play. I just like to watch them. Look at them.
Okay, fair enough. So as a vocalist, as a guitarist, who's inspired you? Which guitarist inspired you?
Guitarist, you have the guitarist from all right, start again. It's an American. You see, you're asking me questions I don't. You should tell me what questions you should
ask. Sorry.
The James Gang. Do you know that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
The guitar player in James Gang.
Right. Okay.
I don't know his name, but he was a big influence.
Okay. What about vocalists? Heavy metal vocalists? Who inspired you?
Judas Priest, Rob Halford, Scorpions, Klaus Meine, and Iron Maiden, Bruce Dickinson, and a few more, and Ian Gillan.
Yeah. Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, but I haven't listened so much on Ronnie James.
Really? Okay.
But he is one of the greatest. So
yeah. So moving on then, Niklas. What was your first band you was in before Dream Evil?
My first band was a hard rock band from up north. We call us ourselves Aced. It was the first letter in our surnames. It was Emanuelsson, Isfeldt, Snell, Tits.
Tits. Okay. Interesting.
John Tits on bass.
Interesting. So did you record any demos or albums?
Yeah, the demos. We did a few demos. We went to Stockholm and went to Heavy Loads studio and recorded 2 demos. So
are they available on YouTube for people to listen to?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm going to check them out after the interview. Have a listen.
AIESST.
So, as your vocals different back then to what they are now?
Yeah. I sound like a baby, and I got this vibrator.
Interesting. So, after Heist, was Dream Evil was the first band that you did recording albums?
Yeah, it's the only band I have recorded albums with.
Okay, I know the guys from Dream Evil. It was Gus and Fredrik that met in Greece, I believe, and it was talked as was it a project to start off with a full-time band?
Yeah. And Fredrik wanted to make a superstar band, and he wanted Ronnie James Dio, but he didn't get him, so he went for the second best.
Right. Okay.
And called me, so I've been there. I've been in the studio and did backing vocals for Hammerfall, and he remembered my voice, so he gave me a call.
So which song did you do Hammerfall songs?
The first record, it was When the Dragon Lies Bleeding. I think it was a song, but I can't remember them.
Yeah. So how did you hook up with Hammerfall? Were you just friends with them before?
Peter, our bass player, was a good friend with Joachim Kans.
Right. Okay.
So an old friend. So they called him and asked him to do some backing vocals, and he asked me if I wanted to join. So that's how it ended up.
So who came up with the name Dream Evil? Was it taken from Ronnie James Dio's album?
Yeah. We were sitting in the studio. We were like wondering what were we going to call us? Say Dragon Heart or blah blah blah. And then Fredrik saw the CD with Ronnie James Dio, and it said Dream Evil. What about Dream Evil? Yeah, that sounds cool. So
okay then.
Simple.
So I mean, after that, you did your very first album, which was a fantastic album. It was called Dragonslayer. What good memories do you have of this album?
I was quite nervous because I haven't been in a. Yeah, I've been in a studio before, but not that serious. And me and Peter was often recording Peter was recording my voice and my vocals because Fredrik had some other stuff to do. So we didn't meet the guys really.
Yeah, why?
We met Gus, we met Fredrik, but we weren't there together all the time. It was quite funny because Peter was recording my vocals, and Peter are like a fascist on what do you call it? Well, takt, beat,
right?
Beat, and no tune.
Yeah,
fascist. So
right.
he was like, "No, take it again. Why? You were out of the beat." Okay.
Right. Okay.
And you do like this, and then the next day when Fredrik was listening to what we had recorded, said, "Who the fuck has recorded this shit? It sounds like a synthesizer that's singing." What's it? Cut.
Right.
So he said, "No, I'm gonna record Niklas when he's singing." So
okay, so what's your favorite songs from Dragonslayer?
Right, it's Chosen Ones, The Prophecy, The Ballad, Losing You, and In Flames You Burn.
Right. So how did you guys all hook up? Because Snowy Show obviously with King Diamond and Mercyful Fate.
Yeah, but Snowy Show was just we just hired him for this album, and I didn't know who was playing the drums when I recorded the vocals. So it was just hired arms. What do you say?
Hired guns.
Hired gun. Yeah. So I didn't meet him until we took the photo sessions for the album.
Right.
It was like 1.5 years after we had recorded it.
So how did you get on, all of you, when you obviously you recorded with Gus G as well?
Yeah, he was a great guy. He
Yeah.
was quite young. He was 19 years old then. So
he was still doing Firewnd, wasn't he, at the time? It must have been hard for him.
Yeah, Firewnd and Mystic Prophecy, I think.
That's the one, yeah, Mystic Prophecy, yeah.
And I was quite pissed at him because he brought some songs to the Dragonslayer album, but then he played a demo for Firewnd for me, and it was really fucking good songs. And I said, why didn't you bring them to Dream Evil instead? So, but I think he did them to sound together with the singer. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So Dragonslayer, was that the only title he had for the album?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with it. Probably Fredrik.
Right. I know you've been signed to Century Media since the very first album. Was there any other labels that approached you for the very first album?
It was a couple of labels, but I don't recall what labels it was. Fredrik was the one who handled all this. So
yeah.
It took us almost 2 years to agree with the terms on the contract. So it was our lawyer, their lawyer, just send.
Yeah, back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah. So before we agreed with the conditions.
Right. Okay. So I mean, the Dragonslayer, the album. Did people take you serious as a band, or did they think it was just going to be a project? Because obviously Gus was with Firewnd. Did people think it was going to be a full-time band or just a one-off album?
Yeah, I think they took us very seriously. They didn't. Most of the people didn't know about Firewnd and Mystic Prophecy. He left Mystic Prophecy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know Firewnd was signed to Dave Chastain's label back in the early days.
Yeah.
Leviathan Records. Okay, so the next question I'm going to ask you is about the second album, Evilized. Great album, great follow-up.
Yeah.
How long did it take to record that album, and how did you see it as a success from the first one?
Quite quick.
Yeah.
We produced lots of songs under the Hammerfall tour we had with the Dragonslayer. We made lots of songs on the tour.
Yeah.
So when we came back, we were almost ready with all the songs. So we just get into the studio and recorded them. I think it took like 2 weeks maybe.
That's good. That's good. Obviously, Fredrik's your producer. He does all the albums from the very first one. Was Gus G involved as well with production, or was it just Fredrik?
Only Fredrik.
Right, only Fredrik. So, I mean, it's Evilized. Who came up with the title? Is this another Deer sort of title, kind of?
I wrote the song Evilized, and we thought this song. When I wrote the song, I thought about what I'm going to call the song, because I don't sing Evilized in it. So, and I think me and Peter wrote the song, and we said maybe we should call it Evilized. It's quite cool. And then everyone in the band thought that Evilized, maybe we should call the record Evilized as well. Because now when I have listened through all, I mean, I know I spoke to it earlier and I said other songs, Children of the Night and blah, blah, blah. But I mean, Evilized, I didn't remember that song was on that album.
Okay.
Though it's the same.
The title track.
yeah. So I mean, Evilized and Children of the Night and The End are the best songs, I think, on that album.
I mean, I'm looking at the album cover. It reminds me, is it some sort of like possessed guy on the artwork for that album?
It's all about, I think that it's all about nightmares. So he had a nightmare and they have some ghost or something behind him, a monster. So
okay, I mean the third album that he did, we all know, is the cult classic behind me, the Book of Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
This is your anthem. I mean, I love every album you've done, but I think everybody's going to agree with me. This is the best album out of all of them. Would you agree?
Yeah, maybe the album itself, the whole album maybe is not the best, but I mean the Book of Heavy Metal song is the best song.
Yeah. Who came up with the title? Why did you want to call it the Book of Heavy Metal?
Snowy Shore. He wrote that song.
Right.
The only thing I did on that song, I was recording the demo in his place, and it was me that came up with the metal in the Book of Heavy Metal.
Yeah.
Metal! And I think that made the song better. Before it was, but in the Book of Heavy Metal.
Oh yeah, definitely did do the best. You did a good job there, Niklas, without a doubt.
So I should have the credits for the whole song, I think.
Yeah. I mean, the album title came up with the title, but you must have had loads of titles because it's very 80s inspired album, that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think the Book of Heavy Metal is something that Fredrik have spoken about all through the years before we recorded it, because it says so in the Book of Heavy Metal. You should do this, and you should have these clothes, and you should look like this. It says in the Book of Heavy Metal.
It's very 80s metal. I mean, to me, it's kind of like Manowar.
Yeah.
You know, it's a brilliant album. I mean, you had a guest on that album who sounded like Ozzy Osbourne. I actually thought it was Ozzy. Everybody who must have listened to that song at the first must have thought it was Ozzy in the studio.
It's Ander Altman from Hellfuel.
Right. How did you hook up with him?
They were the recording album in studio, Fredman, before we recorded. So Fredrik remembered him. So he gave him a call and asked him if he could participate, and he was cool with that. So
is he in a Ozzy or Black Sabbath tribute?
Maybe, I don't know if he. I think he had on the side of Hellfuel. They had some Sabbath cover. Tribute.
Yeah. I mean, I'll listen to that. I mean, obviously, Gus went and joined Ozzy for a short time and did an album with him. I wonder if Gus actually played that song to Ozzy. I'm very curious to know if he's actually listened to it, Ozzy, and gone, shit, he sounds like me.
I really don't know. I haven't had any contact with Gus since he left the band, so I don't know. Fredrik speak to him, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what's your favourite songs from the Book of Heavy Metal? Because every song is amazing, great album.
Yeah, but the best songs, I think, is the Book of Heavy Metal, of course, Into the Moonlight, and I think it's those the Sledge of Rock.
Yeah, that's a good song.
And Unstoppable Chain, I think is called.
Right, okay.
Unbreakable Chain, maybe.
Yeah, it is. Brilliant. So, I mean, after that album, you kind of like Snowy left the band and Gus G left the band. You did United. So, where did you find the musicians to replace them? Are you still friends with Snowy and Gus G?
Yeah. I as I said before, I haven't spoke to Gus since he left, but I spoke to Snowy last week, so we are still friends. And what was the question?
Do you still keep in touch with the guys, and who replaced them? Are you still
replaced? Mark U. Black replaced Gus.
Right. Okay.
Markus Fristedt.
Right.
And Pat Power, Patrik Jerksten.
Yeah. Right.
Replaced Snowy. And Patrik was working in the studio with the Book of Heavy Metal. He was working at Fredrik's studio. So, and I said to Fredrik, is it smart to take the guy that should stay in the studio when you're on tour to make him that no one are in the studio? Both studio technicians are on tour at the same time because they were playing in the same band. So
okay. So it was a perfect choice to get him in the band because he's been in the studio and he knows the Dream Evil songs. What about Markus? What band was he in before Dream Evil?
He never played in a famous band. He recorded one recording with the Ton of Bricks was a band.
I know that band. Yeah.
They were, I think there were some band competition that they won. So, and I was in the same competition with my cover band.
Okay. Which band was this?
Jericho Brothers. We have some afro wigs.
Oh, right, really?
So I think we were. No. I got the best singer. I was voted for the best singer on that one.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Must have been interesting. I mean, United is a great follow-up to the Book of Heavy Metal. What songs from this album are your favourites?
Love is Blind is one of my favorites. Blind Evil. Yeah. It was Blood Eagle from the beginning. Do you know what Blood Eagle is?
No.
The Vikings did Blood Eagle on. They took the X and broke the back and rip it up.
Right.
They have wings.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So it's called Blood Eagle from the beginning, but then we took Blind Eagle instead.
Okay then. So do you write all the lyrics, Niklas? Do you write all the lyrics for the band?
No, we are writing them together.
Okay.
On the new album, it's like Peter have wrote 80%, I think.
Right. Did you have any other titles for United? I mean, that sounds like a Judas Priest song. Got the chains and...
Yeah, no. I think we took it's the same. I made that song, and it's called United, and I think that was a great opening track. But we didn't open it with it because it was Fire Battle in Metal. But and we just took the title. We were united.
Yeah.
Again.
I mean, I love the lyrics for that song. It's very, like I say, it's very Book of Heavy Metal. It's like a continuation, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like it's all your lyrics are your music and lyrics is very 80s inspired. Do you agree?
Maybe. And when I wrote lyrics, I'm so bad at English, so I don't make it too difficult. The word should be easy to say.
Yeah. So does Peter help you with the lyrics? If you write them in Swedish, he kind of converts them over to English for you.
Yeah, he's really good in English. So,
I mean, the next album that you did, In the Night, another great album. Why the title for that?
In the Night, because we are always. It's like a phrase we are saying in the night.
Right.
Are you coming tonight? Yes, in the night. It's
right.
like in the Book of Heavy Metal or In the Night. And then we said that every song should contain. Did you say contain?
Contain.
In the night.
Okay.
Well, and but then our label called and said you had missed one song when you released it. And I said, shit. The meaning was that every song should have In the Night somewhere in the lyrics.
Was this extra song going to be called In the Morning?
In the morning.
Just to have a different...
In the morning light.
Yeah. I mean, the album cover for that's great. It's like a pentagram with the eagle. Is it a phoenix on fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great album artwork. I mean, what's your favorite songs from that album?
Immortal.
Yeah.
Frostbite.
Okay.
If you remember how it was, and in the Fires of the Sun, it's a good song as well.
Right. I mean, the next album that you did was 6, released in 2017. If I remember rightly, you said you thought that was your worst album that you recorded. Is that am I right in saying that?
It's quite flat.
Right.
It's like same volume all the time.
Right.
So it's quite flat. And
what do you mean music? Do you mean musically or vocals or everything?
The music, the guitars and the drums and the bass are like 100% full power all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not so dynamic.
Right.
I like when it's be some, and then my voice will come through better when it's more like softer piece.
So I mean, what songs? Is there any songs you did like from the 6th album? Like you said, you thought that was the weakest album that you did.
I made a song. I was joining a motorcycle club in that time, and they were called 44 Riders, and I made a song called 44 Riders. And that end up on 6 as well. You start with Harley Davidson,
right?
Stuff. So that one I like, and Creatures of the Night as well.
That sounds like a Kiss song. Kiss. Was it inspired by Kiss, that title?
No, I don't think so. But it's they have a album called Creatures of the Night.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, back in the day. Yeah.
It's all about someone that going out and raping women, I think. He's looking for predators.
Predator, yeah, predators, yeah. Victims.
Yep. So Peter haven't made the lyrics. So
right. So I mean, you're looking back. So how do you see each album as a progression?
The new album.
All the previous albums. How do you see each album as a progression?
I think it's like we were on top on the Book of the Metal, went down a little with United, went down deeper in the shit within the night, and then really deep with 6. And now I think with the new one, we're up nearly to the Dragonslayer album.
So why does it take you guys so long to do an album? There's like 5 or 6 years gap.
We are old, fat, bald, and tired. That was fun. I maybe we should call the new one Old, Fat, Bald, and Tired, but no one wanted that. So.
Is that the reason why? Is it because you just like? Is it because you're all too busy doing other projects?
We have not busy with other projects. I have done some projects as well. I have guest vocals on some stuff, but no. I think it was like we're lazy, and someone needs to
kick you in the ass.
Yeah, push us. Precis. Exactly. I mean, precis. It's Swedish.
Do you not have a manager?
No, no manager.
Maybe I should manage you and kick you in the ass.
Yeah.
Get you guys moving.
Rick used to be the sort of manager and kick us in the ass, but he has so much to do with it. He has 3 boys, and I think all of them is driving motorcycle cross.
Yeah, okay. Motocross, yeah.
A dirt bike or what?
Yeah, dirt bike, yeah.
And they are like in the top of the series, so we have spent more time on the road with the big bus with the motorcycles in with the guys than with us. So
that's a shame. So the new album, Metal Gods, fantastic comeback album, like you just said. Like to me, it kind of reminds me of the Book of Heavy Metal, and you think Dragonslayer. So who came up with the title for this one?
Metal. It's taken from the song Metal Gods as well.
Right. Okay. So the actual song title came first as a song, and then you worked around that was the first song that you created, basically.
Yeah, it was the best song we created at that time when we started to record it. So,
right.
So Metal Gods.
So did you have any other titles, or was it just that one?
Chosen Force was in the loop as well, but I think the label wanted to call it Metal Gods instead.
Okay, I mean the artwork for this is it like it's almost like a falcon and a demon? Is that where you interpret it?
Yeah, but it was the guy that made. I don't know his name.
Right.
I should have looked it up, but he come with some advice. Advice? What do you call it?
Some ideas.
Yeah, and he had one idea when this is actually a sculpture somewhere in America. I don't know where it is, but and he just shows the sculpture first. It's like, oh, it's really nice. Yeah, but this is a photo of a sculpture.
Right.
So he rearranged it and he put some new wings on it, and he did this beard.
Yeah, the hooked nose for like a falcon.
Because the real statue, I think it is like a panther or something. It's a cat.
Okay, yeah.
But with human legs and human arms. So
how long did it take for him to rearrange, do the artwork for this album?
It was quite quick as well, and I was the only one that was involved with it because the other guys didn't care. So me and the guy, we sent mail to each other, and Leif in Central Media, our guy.
Yeah.
It was pushing. You have to decide now. You have to decide, and it's quite. When we started it, it was over on like 1 week. But so I got some messenger all the time on the phone.
So I mean, we're going to talk about how long did it actually take to record this album, Niklas?
together. I mean, Peter did all his bass at home, and he's quite quick. He probably recorded in one day or something.
Really?
But and I was recording the vocals. Took me like 3 days, and the drums and guitars maybe took 2-3 weeks, I think.
Right. Were they all done at Fredrik's studio? Did you all go to Fredrik's studio for this album?
No, everyone except Peter.
Okay.
So, and I I think Markus almost did all guitars. I don't think Fredrik did any guitars. This one.
Right. So what did you find Sorensen? Because he came into the band, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in the studio and recorded with his band, and Fredrik thought it was really good, but he played like trash doom metal or something. And
What band was this? Do you know?
Doom, the Pagan Doom.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Check them up on Spotify.
Yeah, we'll do.
Then you will hear him playing real drums.
Okay. All right, blast beats, yeah.
Yeah. So Pagan Doom, and they were recording an album, or maybe he only mixed it. They recorded, and then Fredrik asked him, and he said no. But then later on, he said yes.
So why did the previous drummer leave? Was it just because you had family ties before Sorensen joined?
Patrick.
Yeah.
He left because he's wanted to play harder rock.
Okay.
And he got a band called Crawl Back to Zero, and it's really hard, and it's growl and.
Right, so it's like grindcore death metal.
Shit. Oh yeah. I don't like growl.
I can understand that.
Maybe because I can't do it myself.
Right. So I mean the album. How many? I mean, which is your favorite songs? You've released Metal Gods as a video, haven't you? And I think Chosen Force is another video. What's your favorite songs from this new album? Because every song is really like a really good comeback.
I think Metal Gods, Chosen Force, the last one, Jana.
What does that mean?
I think it's wrong spelled as well. I think it should be 2A in the end, because it should be you are nothing at all.
Okay.
I think it's the title of it. That's just So Jana is you are nothing at.
Yeah, there's no L.
No.
Yeah.
You have to put it together at all.
Yeah, right. Okay, fair enough. What other favorite songs do you have on this album?
Yeah, what do I have? John, I have.
You've got Tyrant Dies at Dawn, Lightning Strikes, Fight in the Night, Masters of Arms, Born in Hell.
Master of Arms I like, because it's then you can hear Peter's bass playing.
And so you don't hear him on the rest of the album.
not so much that one. But tonight we're gonna record a new video.
Okay, yeah.
The third video, and it's going to be Fight in the Night.
Okay. What's the concept you're allowed to say, or is it?
Yeah, it's going to be quite funny, because I think
you're quite a funny band, aren't you? Because you did that video with the bat wings and everything in your house, which was kind of funny.
Patrick Elias, who's going to record film it, he tells us you should do it like the one we did in your house.
Yeah.
Hey, with bat wings. Yeah, I don't have the bat wings no longer. Maybe I can buy them on internet or something. But
yeah, you can do. Yeah.
Yeah, but it takes too long time to get them. But I'm gonna drive my whole Davidson, and Markus is gonna drive his bike, and the rest of the guys are gonna sit on the back of a truck.
Okay.
With bats,
Yeah.
We're hard guys.
Okay, right.
looking for trouble. It should look like we are out for fight or something. And the first half of the song, I think we should play like in slow motion or something. It's really hard.
Yeah.
The rest of the song is gonna up higher speed tempo, and it was gonna be like it was on what do you say? No, I'll start again. My fucking brain again. Antidote.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think we should, when we come to the place, we're going to play baseball instead of fight.
Okay. Right.
Play boccia and lots of. We're going and I think we should drink milk because. And we're going to. Fredrik is going to drink milk, the lightest milk. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And we're going to. It's only 1%.
Yeah.
3%.
Right.
We're going to go from hard guys to pussies.
Right. Okay. So where's this video going to be recorded? Is it in a local area?
We're going to start in Studio Firewnd, I think.
Right.
Drive with bikes and stuff there, and then we're going to end up in a park in Gothenburg with big grass areas.
Yeah.
Then we're going to do the crazy stuff.
You are a very comical band when it comes to videos, aren't you? You're not kind of serious at all.
We are not so serious. We are unbloody serious redneck band.
So you guys are going to be touring at all for this new album? Have you got any plans to tour?
Yeah, we're going to do Prog Power, and now 4 of 5 guys have got the visas. It's only Sören, the drummer, left. He's going to go to Stockholm on Monday.
Right.
So we're going to play Prog Power the 4th of September. And then we're going to do a smaller tour in Australia.
Are you looking forward to that? Because I saw them tour dates on Facebook.
In the beginning of November, I think.
How many shows are you doing? Is it 3 or 4?
I think it's 6. Yes.
6, really? That's going to be good. Are you playing with local bands in Australia, or is it he's going on with some?
But we're going to have an opening band called it's a Japanese girl band.
Okay.
That has recorded their latest album for Studio Firewnd as well.
Okay.
All these connections.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah.
And they have their American manager with them, and he asked Fredrik if we were interested to do a tour in Japan and Australia with these girls. And I thought that we should be the opening act, but they should be opening act to us, I heard now. So that's going to be real fun. So really, you should listen to them. They're called
Love Bites.
Brighter.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check them out. Cheers, Nicholas. So any other shows you're doing? Are you doing any more tours? Are you doing any like Scandinavian shows?
Yeah, we should do 5 gigs in Sweden as well in October. But it's not. I think the guy that have rented, do you say so? The agent.
Yeah.
Have been. He has fooling a lot of bands, and he don't pay them. So.
Oh right, yeah, very dodgy, very.
I think it's maybe not going to be possible. But
no.
We talk about doing the gigs anyway because he already sold the tickets.
Yeah.
Took the money and just left. So.
Yeah, you should do. What about England? Because you haven't played England for a while, have you? Except for about a year ago, you played England last year, I believe.
Yeah, in March.
Yeah.
Nothing is planned.
No.
We really want to go there again.
So, what sort of reviews have you been getting for this new album? Obviously, you've seen my review. What about other press people? What they've been saying about the album?
It looks like very good, really good reviews. Except for one I read yesterday. I thought it was like no power in the guitars, and it was a lot. Yeah. Wasn't good.
No, but who cares? Everybody else thinks it's great.
Yeah, and then longer down there were some people that was writing, and he said, "I don't know, I haven't heard it yet." So, but then another guy said, "No, I was the one that haven't heard it yet. The one that have made the what to say,
The review.
The review have listened to it, but I haven't done that." But that was, I don't know.
Oh wow! So Niklas, I want to thank you for doing this interview. I hope you have a great day, and I hope the video goes well for you this evening.
Yeah.
Please say hello to the guys for me. And do you have anything to say to the people watching this on YouTube?
Stream our music, but first of all, buy our records, because the streaming is shit. We don't make any money, and we have to feed our children. And stay metal. See you on the road. Of course.
That'd be brilliant. So have a nice day, Niklas, and please share this interview when it's going online.
Yep.
Cheers, my friend. Thank you, Niklas. Bye-bye. Thank you.